I might well as finish the 10 virtues, out of which I said a dogma, this wrong view, the last from the mind, wrong view. That wrong view is the wrongly understanding dharma, and purposely misinformed, and creating negative suspicions, doubts, suspicion, doubt, all of them are within the wrong view. Negative doubt, because you think, how do I know karma really works? How do I know there is no future life? I never seen anybody coming back from future life. I never met, I never talked to. All that we will say and do. But also, which is considered wrong view. Earlier I told you, dharma is not there, karma is not there. Buddha also, is it really true that 2,500 years ago, did Buddha really came? The stories of the Buddha, what we hear, is it really true? Or it is like epics? Like story. We have a Tibetans have a Kesar epics. It's a sort of funny story. Either truly happened or not happened. People talk about it, running about that story all the time. So the looking at true dharma informations, which is not direct knowledge of our mind, creating a suspicion and creating wrong doubts and believing in it are the wrong views. Wrong views. I, as a childhood, when I was studying these wrong views, I don't have a problem. I was in a society which believes totally in the right view. So the wrong view is not an issue. When you are engaging with the Western culture, everything becomes issue. Everything. Truly, you wanted to make sure the stories that I'm telling you are really true story and not made up. And karma also, yes, maybe it's true, but how far is it really true? All these ideas are developed even within me later. And maybe it is the Western culture influence, or maybe it is the persistent suspension, persistent doubt, persistent negative doubt, and very stubbornly engaging. So always brings that doubt up. And then problem is when you see Dharma, read Dharma book and think these are wrong because that truly halfway try to believe in Dharma book, and all these are becoming a solution handling that problem. However, there is suspicion marked in there, which is, I think, very harmful. Although, for me, it didn't go very strong, completely giving up and submitting to the wrong doubt. But answers to the wrong doubt are consider, is it really true? That suspicion is not something to be discarded, becomes quite strong. However, in my case, the background of being 5-6 decades in Buddha Dharma study somehow luckily takes over. But for many of you, it may not. It may not. And when that question comes up, I think you have to give yourself room to go a little deeper in that, rather than telling this is wrong view and negativities, I should not engage. That was traditional answer anyway. So, but without doing that, you should really give yourself room to think about it. And when you think about it, one good thing is good deeds bring good result. Bad deeds bring bad result. We can directly see it within our life. We directly experience that. And that part is very helpful. It is strong, straightforward, personal experience, which tells us good brings good, bad brings bad, negative brings negative, violence brings violence, positive brings positive, love brings love, compassion brings compassion. Becomes true with our personal experience. When you have that, we have a strong base to work. And I think something like this is important. Otherwise, believe it, Dharma said so. Believe it, teacher said so. Believe it, Buddha said so, which is exact opposite of what Buddha told us. Buddha told us, don't believe it because I, Buddha, said so. Experience yourself. And this is very true. Personal experience. At least knowing goodness brings goodness. Peaceful brings peace. Love brings love. Hatred brings hatred. Violence brings violence. personal experience of that really help us not to entertain. It is the wrong views are. Wrong view informations are not true based on our personal experience. I'm talking about the karma. Karma, that's really what it is. So therefore, on the basis of karma, when it is true, then cause of karma, it is true. Result of karma, it is true. When the causes of karma, when it is true, which means positive and negative deeds, again, non-virtuous and virtuous deeds bringing good positive result and bad negative result. Which you give yourself time and think. It is true meditation. And then you convince yourself by your own experience. Then when we hear the word saying wrong view is wrong, it makes sense. It has a meaning. It mind being fat with a satisfactory answer. So maybe this is Dharma experience too. If you get that, maybe that is what we talk about, experience in Dharma. These are the experience. And one experience is good, but not enough. We have to build more. Positively. So when you do that, you have to overcome the negativity of believing, acting according to the wrong view. That's why at the beginning I said it is very dharmic, it is very drama too, but also true, absolutely true as well. It is a genuine dharma within us. Because when you think about it, if you can say, well, this is Buddha dogma, so leave it at sight somewhere, or pick that up and examine it, and then compare with our own mind, understanding, knowing, knowledge, experience, and begin to see it. As I mentioned earlier, as we talked earlier, we begin to see it. When you begin to see it, you're getting experience within the Dharma. And that is very good. And I can't take your questions just now because this is recording. So, but if you have any questions and keep on writing, and not only that, sometimes if you agree, you can ask questions in the webinar on live. And so we may be able to do that. So this is the technological advantage of you not only listening, but participating together with us. So we'll be able to put you up on the screen and ask your question and chat also possible. So hopefully Sunday next we have questions, and if it comes earlier, some the Bethany or the webinar people may contact you and make a pre-arrangement, and some of you may be able to come up on the screen and talk, discuss together. I think it's very possible. So it will be very nice and looking forward. And thank you so much. Thank you.